the project started in April 2021, where the town of Port Hedland engaged the services of Town Team Movement to develop a place plan for the South Hedland Town Centre. And the town were really keen to ensure that the process was place-led and driven by the community. So in doing so, it just provides like a real sense of ownership and pride in public space, and I think we're already seeing the benefits from it. So it's a real credit to the philosophy and the approach of Town Team Movement, and I think it sets a new standard of what can be done to create even better public spaces in town centre environments.
We had over 30 Follow the Dream students involved. They were from Year 7 through to Year 12. All of the students had the opportunity to participate or to not. We thought we'd probably get around 15, and the popularity just grew. They got to volunteer their time before school, during recess and lunch, and after school.
Working with the community and having them co-design and co-create the town centre is a preferred option than just creating a master plan or something on a piece of paper, going away and building it without any further input.
Because placemaking is the heart of our community. It's that sense of ownership, that sense of who we are, our sense of place. And I think with the placemaking project that we saw that was established earlier this year, it was an amazing opportunity that brought together Aboriginal people, non-Aboriginal people, all sorts of thought processes into how do we create the heart of a community. Because we have to remember is that South Hedland is a young town. So where is its heart? Where is its sense of place? Where is a sense of ownership, not only by traditional owners, but by the broader community? It's like the town has exploded without that sense of place being the foundation for why it was set up.
This project has inspired me because it made me get out and do something and make the community more come together.
We each had different ideas, so we added together and made it better.
The vibe of walking in now is so much better than what it used to be. You're walking in and you're seeing these trees, you're seeing the seatings, everyone's sitting down, everyone's gathering, And that's always been the place for gathering. The entrance of Coles and the park across the road has always been a sort of a gathering place for people. So it's nice to be able to accommodate, that place of meeting and greeting. And when I'm walking along that road, I'm always looking on the ground and looking at the paintings and like it's something to look at.
The project has definitely inspired me to try new things. Because me personally, I'm not quite a social person. So this project has encouraged me to go out and try more new things.
Well, we would like to see more representation of us within the town. And then naming of buildings, naming of parks, naming of streets, that sort of thing, having a togetherness.
And so the concept of the placemaking project started to put the jigsaw back together again to say, well, hang on, we've got a town, but have we got a sense of ownership of that town by everybody who are the stakeholders in that town, including traditional owners? And the answer was no. It's been a very limited ownership by those people. And I think having that sense of ownership and that sense of direction has been really, really important. And I think the placemaking project, it triggered that response off in people, okay? It created a sense of place. The road murals that were supported by the RAC, for example, done by the kids, awesome, because the kids got the opportunity to say what they wanted to say on that land, and they painted and they drew and they did all that, and it's still there today for people to enjoy. So really important to target that young generation and get them involved in building that sense of place in this community. Also target the older people, the elders who come along and they gave welcome to country and they spoke about why it was important to them, to start to build that better sense of ownership of everybody in this small community we enjoy.
When you're talking about community level and again with leadership, I think mentors, role models, there's not a lot of that particularly in this town with Indigenous people. I think we really need to work on that space for the younger kids or upcoming, leaders to be able to relate to some of the issues and to see that there is a possibility you know, of becoming a leader and the things that can come out of being a leader and not a follower. And yeah, that's where my biggest thing is just having Indigenous leaders, people at that level that kids are able to look up to.
We've got 16,000 people that live in this community. 2,500 of those people are Aboriginal and or Torres Strait Islander, so it's not a huge number. You've got Gariera people, you've got Martu people, you've got all sorts of language groups living here. And we need to find a common bond that unites all of them. And that common bond is the Ngora, the country, the place. And that's what the placemaking project did.
We've identified some really strong community leaders, and organically they've created their own town team and they've created their own plan for ongoing activation. So once the town steps away with the hardware or the infrastructure projects, the community is ready to activate the space. And because they're involved throughout the process, they've got like a really strong sense of pride, and they understand how the space works. And I think that's going to create like dividends into the future. Not only is like a cost benefit for the town, but we're getting more authentic, ongoing engagement, participation, and activation.